Good noon, world. It's 11:44 a.m. Um, Today I'm happy because I'm off work. I don't have to work today. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you fathers around the world. Um, Happy Father's Day to me. I'm gonna thank my father, who's God. Don't hate me. I'm gonna celebrate Father's Day too. I'm gonna thank my father, which is me, who's God. Even though I have a miracle birth, I have a father too, right? But my father is God, obviously. Don't hate me, and you guys have fathers who are humans from this earth, obviously. So happy Father's Day to all you fathers around the world. Hope you guys have a good Father's Day. Tomorrow we'll be crazy busy at Coco Fruity because it's Father's Day. It's gonna be really, really busy. Probably looking at like 300 customers, something crazy. Um, I work at 9 tomorrow. Today I'm off, so I'm happy. So I'll make this video, and I'll probably go to the store and get my beer and smokes. And I'll probably make another video. And today is the last day I'm gonna get food. I'm not gonna be stupid like last time. I get food like every day, whereby I drain my money. I don't want to touch my savings anymore. I need to save this money. Today's the last day I'll get food, and for the rest of the week I'll just get beer and smokes, or I might get food maybe one more time sometime next week. But I'll get food. I won't order. I'll get like maybe Subway or something like that. It's like $16 combo deal. Probably not. This might be my last day ordering. The rest of the week, just get beer and smokes. And next Friday, I get paid again. I'll put another 200, 250 in my savings. I'll have like about 800 in my savings, obviously. Because by the end of June, I should have at least 800, about 800 saved. At least that minimum. That's why I want to have at least 750, 800 saved by the end of June. I've been working here for a month and a half now. So yeah, I have close to 600 saved. I should have more like 900 saved. Because I got my welfare check, but I blew a good chunk of my savings. Because I was stupid, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, I had Jimmy's Pizza like 3 days in a row because their pizza's fucking amazing, yeah. It's fattening though. I've been eating bad food, man, lately. Before I kept getting shawarma and Subway, but it was getting annoying, so I wanted to get pizza. But I got Jimmy's Pizza 3 days in a row. It's bad. I had this is my cheat week, obviously, and I can get maybe Jimmy's Pizza one more time. I had a medium yesterday, thin crust. It was so good. I can eat a medium pizza, but it has to be thin crust. Otherwise, if it's not, I'll just get a small. But because I'm hungry, I got a medium, and their garlic sauce is amazing. They have the best pizza in Elmer, man. I'm not kidding around. I recommend all you guys in Elmer, you try Jimmy's Pizza. You're welcome, guys. I'm promoting your business out there. They have the best. Um, they have the best pizza in Elmer. Ivan, what's the worst pizza in Elmer? Don't hate me, guys. The worst pizza in Elmer is by far Pizza Pizza, man. Their pizza is not that good, man. It's not that good, I'm sorry. Their slices are really good. Their slices, but their boxes of pizzas, it's not that good, man. It's not as good as it's not as good as the other places. Or Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's pretty bad. Their pizza's not that good, man. Their Pizza Hut's doughy. Last time I ordered Pizza Hut, their pizza was doughy. I asked for thin crust. They didn't give me thin crust. Their pizza was doughy as fuck. It wasn't that good, man. But yeah, Pizza Hut isn't that good. Um, the best ones are like the Difference, Jimmy's Pizza, McEwen's, and Bob's. Um, Gabriel's is good, but their garlic sauce is not as good. So I'm saying their garlic sauce is not that good. Obviously, Gabriel's. But Gabriel's is probably the best pizza without garlic. If you don't eat garlic, then I recommend you get Gabriel's. Gabriel's is probably the best pizza without garlic sauce. If you want to eat your pizza with garlic sauce, Jimmy's is the best. And then Difference and Bob's are kind of tied. They're both really good. Um, and yeah, that's why I ordered from Jimmy's. The guys that you like our pizza? Oh, but yeah, I like your pizza. Your pizza's really good. But today might be my last day I get food. And then the rest of the week I'll eat food at home or I get my beer and smokes. I'll make this video and I'll probably walk to the store and get my beer and smokes. I might maybe make another video. After that, then I might order my pizza one last time. The Jimmy's, they open at 4. They don't do delivery till after 4 o'clock. Obviously, whereas Bob's is open all day. The difference, they don't do delivery till after like 4 o'clock. To Gabriel's is open all day, but Gabriel's pizza is not as good as Bob's or Jimmy's, obviously. And that's why I'm gonna miss these places in Elmer, man. Jimmy's Pizza, right? Yeah. Jimmy's Pizza is not in Vancouver. Bob's Pizza is not in Vancouver. Pizza Pizza is a nationwide brand. That's in Vancouver, obviously. Gabriel's Pizza is nationwide. That's in Vancouver, obviously. But the other places are regional businesses. They're not in Vancouver. I'm sorry. They're not in Vancouver, obviously. Yeah. So have you done your book? Yes, my book was done a long time ago. All I have to do is just get it edited. Hence why I got to save this money, obviously. Yeah. I mean, what do you think you'll pay the fee? I don't know. To be honest, I'll probably pay the fee probably 2025, maybe 2026, maybe 2027, perhaps. Maybe when I'm 35, I pay the fee, obviously. I might start Scotches maybe in 2029. Yeah, Zane's might get released maybe 2032 when I'm like 40, man. 2033 when I'm 41 around, I'll get released. Zane is. I'm just being realistic here, obviously, right? Yeah, obviously. Yeah, my book is done. I finished it a long time ago, and what? Right now, I would have been done my editing. My younger step brother would have been close to done editing my book, but he bailed on me, man. Obviously. Because he bailed on me, I decided to get a job. And I'm like, fuck welfare checks. I can't save enough money collecting $700 a month. I'd rather work. I make way more money. And I'm making way more money working than I ever did collecting welfare. I make like 800 plus every 2 weeks, guys. Which means I'm making 1,600 a month. For welfare, I was only getting 700 a month. And I have to wait a month to get each check. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'd rather work. Even though these keys piss me off, I have anxiety. I gotta work, man. If I want to save this money, I gotta work. That way, I can save my money every time I get 2 paychecks a month. Obviously, was Wolfgang back 700 a month is not enough. So I'm saying I'd rather just collect. I'd rather work. They sent me a letter, Ivan. We're no longer gonna send you the welfare checks. Yeah, that's fine. I have to sign these papers, bring it to the office. That way, I can be eligible for my dental and medical benefits. I need to get my teeth cleaned, obviously. So I'm saying. Yeah, I wrote the book. The Last of Zanes, obviously. It's in 3 volumes. Ivan, how long is your book? Um, on the computer, my book is a good 600 plus pages. So in book form, yeah, you're probably looking at maybe, I don't know, 800 page book, maybe, I don't know, something like that, right? It depends. If it's single spaced, which you most likely won't, it'll probably be double spaced, obviously. It'll probably be about an 800 page book, maybe 750, 800, 900 page book. Single space, maybe 600 pages, 630, 640, 650 pages. Long book. Not as long as Lord of the Rings trilogy was a long book, obviously. So, Sarah, I wrote the book, The Last of Us Age, looking at the best fantasy story ever told, obviously. Hence why Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson are going to want to get their hands on my story so bad. Because you're looking at an amazing story, man. An amazing story, yeah. See, Brian Durfee will be excited to read my book. Yeah, Ivan's been bragging for years how good his book is. He says his book is better than all these fantasy authors' books. It's better than the Legend, J.R.R. Tolkien's series, right? Lord of the Rings series. And he reads my book. I don't know, he orders a print. The print arrives his mail. He's all excited. Holy shit, the print arrived. He's excited of Zen and Value there if we know Zen. Because he's a book nerd. He likes to read, obviously. And he reads the beginning of the prologue. He's like, oh, let's see how good this book really is. He reads it. He's like, holy shit. This book is interesting. You know what I'm saying? He orders his takeout. Yes, guaranteed. A lot of the book nerds are gonna order takeout while you my book. Guaranteed, they're gonna order out. I'm excited to hear this. I'm ordering my takeout. He orders his takeout. Yeah, you guys get your Chinese, you get your McDonald's, you get your Subway, you get your shawarma, you get your pizza. You know what I'm saying? You get your Wendy's, you get your Burger King, you get your Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys will get your chocolate. Some of you guys will get your chips. Some of you guys will get a glass of wine while you're in my book. You get your beer because you're excited. Obviously, I'm gonna do that when my print arrives in the mail. I'm gonna order food. I already read my book many times. I want to know what it's like to read it when it's in print form. And I read the thing. I'm like, holy shit! I can't believe I wrote this, man. This is a masterpiece. Yeah. And I don't know. Bradley Durfee, he reads my book, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. 40 minutes goes by. He's done the prologue. He's like, holy shit, this is interesting. The North, the South, Aratat and Tacitus and all that stuff. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. And he starts reading Young Taki. He's like, holy shit, this book is sick. Oh my god, Ivan is talented. I didn't know he was this talented. Holy shit, he's a good writer. He knows how to keep me hooked and entertained. Yes, and he binges through the whole thing. I don't know. He reads the whole book in one day. Because I heard Bradley Durfee's a fast reader. He says he reads 100 pages an hour. Zayas is probably good 800 pages. In 8 hours, he'll be done my book. He starts reading the book at noon. He's done. He's done what, like late at night, 10 o'clock at night. He finishes the whole book. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and he's done the book. He's like, holy shit, this is the best fantasy I ever read in my life. Ivan took me for a ride like no other author has done before. Yeah, yeah, his book is better than Brandon Sanderson's. Don't hate Brandon Sanderson. You know what I'm saying? Stormlight series. It's better than J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. It's better than Stephen Erickson's Mountain series. It's even better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed it more than Lord of the Rings. Yes. It's better than my book series. You know what I'm saying? His Lonesome Crown, Forgotten Moon, and Blackest Heart series, right? Those are the three books he wrote, obviously. It's better than his series, yeah. I might check out his book. I might read his book. I kind of want to read, because Bradley Durfee, I watch him on YouTube, so I might check out his book, maybe read his first book, The Forgotten Moon, but I mean, I might purchase it and read it, but I mean, because I like fantasy novels. I finished Lord of the Rings. I haven't read the whole. I read some of the appendices, but not the whole thing. The appendices are a bit boring, to be honest. I don't really feel like reading it, but I want to read all the appendices, obviously, of Return of the King. And I might do a reread and read the whole thing again of Lord of the Rings. I might reread the whole thing again. I already read Fellowship of the Ring 2.5 times, whereas Two Towers and Return of the King I read once, obviously. Yeah. I've been playing. Yeah, I might consider rereading Lord of the Rings again. That way I understand the book better. I might reread the whole series again, but I already read the whole thing. I read all three books, obviously. I bought the book like 3 years ago. Lord of the Rings trilogy, like 3 years. 2020, I bought it. And I finished it last year. I finished Return of the King. So it took me 2 years to finish the three books. Yeah. That's how you know I'm not a book nerd. I'm a slow reader, obviously. It took me 2 years to finish all three Lord of the Rings books, obviously. Because some days I'd read 10 pages and I wouldn't read it for a week or 2 weeks. And I go back to reading it, obviously. I finally finished the whole series, man. I'm like, holy shit, I did it. I finished the whole book, yeah. Obviously. My Xena series is the best, book, fantasy book trilogy ever written, guys. It's a masterpiece. I guarantee my younger step brother, when he read it, he's like, holy shit, this book is sick. Yeah, it's a sick book, obviously. It's a sick book, obviously. You know what I'm saying? All you book nerds are gonna be like, yeah, I wonder how good Ivan's book really is, and you read it. You're like, holy shit, you get your takeout too, yeah. Ivan, who's gonna get the takeout? The book nerds are the ones who are going to be the most excited. They're the ones who are going to get their takeout from my book. They're going to get their takeout when I read my book. Obviously, they're going to get the takeout. Obviously, when I read my book, the book nerds. Whereas the other people who are not book nerds are probably not. Some of you guys might get takeout, but I mean, not everyone will get takeout. But some people will be excited. They're going to order food when they read my book. I'm excited for this, or they might get maybe a beer. I'm excited for this, and they binge through my whole book. Yeah. VG might get takeout. I recommend, Victoria, you get takeout. when you read my book, obviously. Obviously. VJ will buy my book too, obviously. She's curious. I'm saying, you guys already know in depth what my story is about because I made many YouTube videos about it. But you're gonna read it like, holy shit. VJ reads the whole book. She's like, oh my god, Ivan's gifted, man. Ivan, this is an amazing story. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I meet her in LA, she'll be like, Ivan, did you really write that? Did you really write that book, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I did. Holy shit, Ivan, that was an amazing story, Ivan. I love the character of Lithia. I can't wait to play the character of Lithia, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I love her character. Yeah, Ivan, like you're so good at what? At writing dialogue novels. Like you're such an amazing, you're a gifted writer, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, God gave me a gift, obviously. And all the Darcy people will be shocked too. Holy shit, Ivan wrote this? You know what I'm saying? All these smart kids in Darcy who are smarter than me, who got good marks in high school. I remember some of my so-called some of the guys in Darcy were bragging about their marks that they got in at school. Yeah, you may be smarter than me, but I guaranteed you can't write a better book than me. I'm more gifted than you when it comes to creativity. They're all shocked. Holy shit! Like Ivan wrote this. You know what I'm saying? I know all my English teachers in Darcy will be shocked. Holy shit, Ivan wrote this story and he flunked English. I only flunked English so I slacked off. I got good marks in English when I went to outlet. But Ivan flunked English and he wrote this book? He's a shock, though, said. He wrote this? I could never write a book like we struggle. Us teachers, we struggle. Yes, most English teachers, chances are they struggle writing books because they don't have the gift. They have the USB, they don't have the gift, obviously. They're great writers, but they're not great storytellers. I made a video about this years ago, Samsara. I made a video about this, like 2 years ago? And like 4 years ago when I started listening, I talked about this. There's a difference between a great storyteller and a great writer. No, there's no difference. Yes, there is. One has the picture brain. The other one does not have the picture brain, but they have the USB to download the fluency of the English literature, Samsara. I'm not kidding around. I've taken many, many English classes, and I write down English. My grammar's still bad. My writing is not the greatest. I'm not a bad writer. My writing is not the greatest, man. I'm not a great English writer. I don't know all these big English words. I don't know. I don't even know what half all these big English words when I write it down. Whereas all these people who are great English writers, they know how to write amazing English. But they try to tell a story, write down a novel. They can't do it. They don't hate me, guys. They don't have the picture brain. Whereas I have the picture brain. Hence why I'm so creative. I even have an idea for the Matrix trilogy. Samsara. I have all my movies planned. I have their unique plan. I have the pictures in my mind because I'm creative, obviously. I have the Great Escape planned, obviously. Zane's is based off my book. I also have the Hidden Valley movie. I have all these pictures in my mind because I have the picture brain, obviously. Samsara. I'm gifted. Obviously. Samsara. Yeah. I'm gifted, obviously. Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson, they're going to be curious. I'm saying, chances are those guys are going to buy my ebook. Most people are going to buy the ebook. They don't want to, wow, fuck, man. I don't feel like waiting a week for Ivan's book to arrive in the mail. I'll just read it on my fucking laptop. Yeah, they'll read it on the laptop, obviously. And what? I don't know. Peter buys the ebook for $22 and he reads it on his laptop or his iPhone. I recommend, guys, if you want to buy the $22 ebook, I recommend you buy an iPad or you make sure you own a laptop. You don't want to read the book on your phone, Master. That'll be really annoying. Don't read it on your phone. It's annoying. You're better off reading it on an iPad. iPads are good because you can what? You have the touch screen. You can just scroll down. That's pretty good. But or your laptop. Or a computer at your house if you have a computer, right? If you have a computer, you can read on a computer, but most people nowadays don't have computers. You own a laptop, read it on your laptop. Most students around the world will read it on a laptop, obviously. You read it on your laptop when you pay your $22. And those who buy the print, you can read it on your at home, obviously, right? On wherever you are. It's a print book, obviously. The print I'll sell for, I don't know, like $80, $90 around there. I don't want it to be too expensive. $80 maybe I'll sell the print for. It's a good deal for you guys. That's affordable for you guys. And if you don't want to pay $80, pay the $22. If you don't want to pay $80, $22 is affordable. That's a good deal. That's a good deal, Ivan. Yeah, it's a good deal. $22 is a good deal for you guys, obviously. That way you guys can afford it, Sarah. Yeah. What's that? Peter Jackson McGisson will be curious. How good's Ivan's book? He writes with the rings. And Peter Jackson Mel Gibson. They read the prologue. Oh, this is pretty interesting. They read Young Tackers. They get to 20 years later, like, holy shit, this book is sick. Ivan is a gifted writer, and they binge through the whole thing. And I don't know, in a couple of days, they finished the whole book. They're like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece. I want to get my hands on this story. Yeah, that's why they're going to compete hard for that job. It's been crazy. This has been crazy, yeah, man. And that's why I told you, Zane's is a book worth billions. It's a book worth billions. I'm going to make a lot of money off my book, man. Because I have the keys. I'm a son of God, don't forget that. That's why everyone want my book, because I'm special, obviously. And I have the keys to the kingdom, hence why I'll make my billions. And the story is also a $1 billion story. If I was not God, I'd still be rich. This story would travel worldwide, and it would sell hundreds of millions of copies. It'd beat out Harry Potter, man. Guaranteed. Yeah, man. My book is so good that all those fantasy authors I mentioned previously, like Brandon Sanderson, J.K. Rowling, Stephen Erickson, you know what I'm saying? Brian Lee Durfee, too. He's a fantasy author, right? They're all gonna feel like shit because, man, like, even though our books are amazing, they're not as good as Ivan's book, yeah. Like, there's something special about Ivan's book that stands out compared to ours. Like, his book is just so much more interesting than ours. How does Ivan do it? Yeah, like, well, our book is interesting, but it's a bit boring. You know, so Ivan's book is, he keeps you hooked, and it's interesting the whole way through. Yeah, because I have the gift, man. I have the gift of God, yeah. I'm gifted, obviously, Sarah. Ivan, why did God give you the gift? Because God knew the gatekeeper was locked the doors with me. So, yeah, I have to give my son a gift. That way, if the gatekeeper was locked the doors with him, he can write his own book. That's why God gave me the creative gift, obviously. I didn't know I was gifted. I was gifted as a writer until I started writing Zanus. I started reading all the chapters. I was really, really hooked. I'm like, holy shit. I'm a fucking gifted writer. Yeah, that's when I realized, holy shit, I have a gift, obviously. I didn't know I was gifted before as a writer, as a storyteller. It wasn't until I started writing all the chapters of Zanus, I'm like, holy shit, I'm gifted, man. This is a sick book. Yeah, it's a sick book. Some sections of the book are a bit raw, obviously. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 3% of my book is raw, but most of the dialogue is top notch. You'll catch some sections where it's a bit raw, obviously, but most of it's top notch, man. But you'll catch some sections, some dialogue where it's a little raw in some sections, but it's still a masterpiece. It's still an amazing story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. That's why the gatekeepers are going to threaten me with death or sharing, obviously. Or running off. Because they don't want me being with my wife, obviously. They're going to say either you sell to us, obviously, and you share with your wife, VJ, and get a garbage one, which I'm not doing, obviously. You guys are crazy psychopaths, obviously. But you don't. I know why you guys want me to share, because you want to destroy my life, obviously. You don't want me getting VJ all to myself, because you're crazy people, obviously. You can't let go of the animal. You don't want VJ getting all to yourself, obviously. And you also know how hot me and VJ are with the glowing beauty. You don't want me VJ getting the glowing beauty. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we don't want I and VJ getting that glowing beauty. They're yeah, I don't. When VJ gets a glowing beauty, she's now an 11 instead of a 10. Ivan's now an 11 instead of a 10, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're upgraded. We're even more perfect. Yeah. And being her with the glowing beauty is the real us. The Ivan VJ you see now is not the real Ivan VJ. When we have the glowing beauty, that's the real us. But we fooled you guys. We set the whole thing up, obviously. Yeah. Just like Jesus in the Bible that came down to earth, that's not the real Jesus. That's a veiled Jesus, obviously. He was a servant. He didn't come, there wasn't light around his face. He didn't have a halo, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have light around him. He came as a human being. He was a servant. There was nothing about him that you should desire him. In other words, there's nothing about Jesus that will tell you, oh my God, this man is the Son of God, right? No one will really know, except for his physical appearance. He was obviously a very, very handsome man. He was a perfect man, obviously. I don't know where Christians say Jesus was an ugly man. No, he was a good-looking man. He had God's gene, man. He was a good-looking man. Similar to me, he was good-looking, like he looked like me, right? Yeah, he was a good-looking man, obviously. Very handsome man. He drew crowds. He was a famous man, man. Yeah, obviously. So I guarantee when people saw Jesus, they were probably curious. Oh my God, this man's so fucking handsome. He's so hot. A lot of women probably hate on him also, but they still didn't know he was the son of God, obviously. But his miracles prove that he's the Son of God, Sarah. And once Jesus dies, he comes back to life. He comes back in a glorified body. And that's the true Jesus now. He has a glorified body. His body's not the same from before he died, obviously. He's able to walk through doors. You know what I'm saying? What? He has a glorified body. The symbolism of me. When I pay this fee and I cry my eyes, I suffer death. I come back to life a new man in a glorified body. All my wounds are healed. You know what I'm saying? My Father refreshes my fucked up mind because I have a mental illness, obviously. And what? I come back to life a new man. And I saved my wife from hell, obviously. That's the symbolism of the Bible, obviously. VJ now sees the light and she no longer cries. She's crazy, obviously. And yeah, and once I what? I come back to death, obviously. I come home, I set person to cry. I'm like, yeah, you can cry all you want. It's too late. I'm peacing the fire with my wife. You got what you deserve. You're going to be left behind. You're going to pay this price, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get, all right, we're going to Lulu now, you know what I'm saying? And I used to on Lulu, and I say my final 30-day goodbyes. And all I want to think about is I wonder what's like being with VJ, obviously, and how much money am I going to make off my book. I don't know, I make like 9 billion off my book. Yeah, 9.8 billion bucks I make off my book. I'm like, holy shit. Chances are I will make it around that range, right? Maybe 9 billion, 9.5, 10 billion, 11, 12 billion bucks. Maybe 9.8 billion dollars I make. Yeah. I did it, man. I made money for me and VJ, obviously. And you're fucking welcome, yeah. And that's why VJ will be very appreciative of what I did for her. Oh my God, Ivan cried those heavy tears. He didn't have to save me. He could have ran off. And he fucking cried those heavy tears and he died for me, man. He knows what I did for her, obviously. That's why she sees the light. That's why what? When she sees me, she's gonna give me this like big tight hug, man. Like super, super tight hug. Yeah. Crazier than even what you saw with her in person, because VJ loves me more than person. Don't hate person. VJ loves me more than person 40 some Sarah. Because I'm VJ's real baby. Pearson's not VJ's real baby. Don't hate me. I'm her real baby. She's my fucking wife and you touched her. He's an asshole, obviously, and what? What? I'm VJ's real baby. That's why she will give me a tight fucking hug when she sees me, obviously. Something crazy where I'm like, yo, relax, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she loves me a lot. She hasn't seen me in like 30 something. That's why I'm piecing the fuck out once I see her, man. You know what I'm saying? I finally see VJ after 30 some years. I'm piecing out. And VJ's running with me, obviously. Obviously. That's how special I am. That's how special she is, obviously. Yeah. Alright, does VJ love her family? No, she doesn't love her family. She hates her family, obviously. She's acting, obviously. Obviously. Like even though I hate my family, obviously, it's righteous hatred. Like even though I hate my family, I still wish no harm upon them. I still wish them the best. As I'm sure Victoria Justice, even though she doesn't love her family, obviously, don't hate me, guys. She despises her sister. She despises her mother, obviously. She's acting. She's waiting for me, obviously. She obviously wishes them the best, right? I wish VJ. Oh, I'm not kidding around. I wish VJ's family the best. I hope they live a great life, and I hope her stepsister finds a nice man and they don't hate me. She lives a great life with her kids. I hope her stepmother lives a great life. I hope her stepfather lives a great life. I hope my step parents, my step brothers, live a great life. I hope they find the right woman to get married. They have kids. I'm saying I hope they live a good life. Obviously, because they're wicked people, they're gonna pay a price. The judgment of God is set upon them. They're gonna what? Obviously. So Victoria Justice is waiting for you. Yeah, she's waiting for me. She's acting around her family. Just like I act around my family too. Because they're workmate people, obviously. VJ is waiting for me and she's acting, obviously. She knows, yeah, don't hate me, what? Stepfamily. She knows her stepmother's wicked and she knows her stepsister's wicked too, obviously. She knows they're wicked people, obviously. But she acts around them, obviously. She's acting around them. Just like they act around her too. They're all actors. I'm saying. Vijay, Ivan, really they're acting? Yes. Like Vijay, you'll find out how wicked they really are once I make that announcement, man. Once I what? The Steph Diamond 79 years, that's when their true nature is gonna come out, man. You're gonna see how wicked both of the Steph families are. Her stepsister will become demonized. She'll be like, yeah. She'll tell VJ, do you think you can have Ivan all to yourself like that? Like, you guys can't even let me have VJ all to myself. You're fucking crazy people. It's not hard. Just let me have her all to myself because you're crazy. We can't though, Ivan, because you're too fucking hot. You and her are too fucking hot. Yeah, you're crazy people. You're not even a mess with Jamie, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see her stepmother become demonized. My step parents, my step brothers all become demonized. Because they don't want me being with VJ, man. Man, I don't want Ivan being with his fucking wife VJ, man. It pisses me off. Because my stepbrothers want VJ a lot too. They want her too. That's why they want me to share. I'm like, look, man, you already touched my wife. You're not getting any more piece of my wife. She's my wife. She's not your fucking wife. I'm not your fucking husband. I'm not fucking sharing with a trashy wife. Have my relationship be destroyed and then have her see hell and cry my arms every night and have the gatekeeper take all my money. No fucking way. I'm choosing death, financial control, freedom, and a fresh wife with a glowing beauty. Obviously. Or I can run off, which I'm not going to do, obviously. Now, Ivan, you can run off if you want. You don't have to save your wife. Oh, yeah. First of all, you guys act like you control my relationship with VJ because you're crazy. You're my fucking creation, guys. And you have the what? You think you have the right to think you control my relationship, to control my life? Because you're crazy people, man. Yeah, man. You're not going to mess with me, man. Yeah, man. Like, she's not even your wife, man. Like, I'm not your husband. And you think you control who I date, who my relationship, because you're crazy people, man. Like, you're my fucking creation. I created this place. You didn't create this place. I come here as a human being, and you set me in here, and you think you control who I date, control my relationship with VJ. You have no control of my relationship. It's none of your fucking business, man. You guys are crazy people. Shut my cat out of here.